You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Welcome, everybody. Let me activate my camera, see if that fixed it. Yes, it did fix it. Cool. Cassandra, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Who do we got in chat tonight? We got Andrew, be random with me, Paula, Lover, and Queen of Wands. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you hanging out with me on a fine hump day. It is Wednesday, and the weekend is close. The weekend is fairly close. It is not as far as we would think it would be. So yeah, we're all excited. Pretty excited about that. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I'm gonna go with the, let's see. We're gonna go with Cassandra. Will I go on the birthday trip in February? That sounds fun. Everybody does love a good trip. It's nice to get out of the house, you know what I'm saying? Get out of the house, wander around, especially on our birthday. By the way, happy early birthday indeed. Where's my buttons at? Where are my buttons? There we go.
Happy birthday!
So there we go. Happy birthday indeed. All right. Will I go on the birthday trip? Ace of Coins, Justice, and the King of Wands. I do think it is quite possible to go. Yes, I do think you are going to go. Now, we don't have any of the traditional kind of things with the chariot and stuff like that. I would like the chariot, maybe a... let's see, we got Z. Z is up here. Thank you, Z, for your donation over PayPal. I don't see any of the traditional ones like the Chariot, Eight of Wands. You don't see any motion cards at all. Knight of Swords would be also fantastic. Just don't see any of that. But Ace of Coins kind of indicates something adventurous, something fun, something that we're going to do that is going to be a little bit different. Get out of the house, move into some new place, kind of thing, you know, and find some adventure, do something except for that. But I think the trip is going to be good. King of Wands says we do have a little bit of a disagreement as we approach the trip. So we're kind of wanting to go. We want to do this. Maybe we have this planned and what happened. But it just feels like that this is not the fine trip that it's going to be with another person. So you're going to have to kind of put up with somebody else basically on the trip. So with that, maybe their opinions, maybe what they want to do, how they want to do things and whatever. Justice says somebody is going to be kind of, somebody's going to kind of disagreeing about where we go, what we do and things like that. So you do have a little bit of a conflict as far as the trip goes, ideas of what we want to do and whatnot. But overall, I think you should go on the trip. It almost feels like that they run out of gas, and not literally run out of gas, but it feels like you're just sort of, tired after the trip. So just be prepared. Once you come back for the trip, you're not going to be be in 110% mood. You're not going to be just rocking and, you're just going to want to be laid back. You want to relax. It's like the post-trip recovery as well. Isabelle, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got Z is up next. Z wants to know something. They want to know, let's see, hope you're doing great. I am doing great. Join work conference in November. Okay. So the formal question is, and by the way, we're going to use the Push Kitty deck over here and do that. Power of the P, welcome. Good to see you. Power of the P, I did email your stuff out. I need to get you a tracking number emailed to you. So I've been busy. Need to get you a tracking number set up, get you going with all of that. Going to be great and awesome. We're ready to go with that. Tracy, welcome as well. What's going on? Hooping Rabbit join. What is up? All right. Z wants to know, is there anything I can do to join the out of the country work conference in November? Apparently it's, well, no. That's a rough card to start that out with. I got to admit, there are certain cards that kind of indicate that it's going to be difficult to make this happen, and looks like that you have a couple of those cards in the mix. Shayna, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah. Undesirable number one, the 10 of Wands. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it looks a little difficult to get into there and make this happen. It looks like things are pulled back a little bit. It's almost like that they've picked everybody that they want, and they have only certain people that they wanted to go. And so that's kind of who they are supporting and all that other stuff. So, and then you're like, that's the way it goes. But High Priestess says they already have the knowledge. They already have kind of the plans of what's happening. And it doesn't look like you may be on that list in there. Four of Pentacles just kind of says they're holding back on who they want to do the trip with, who they want to have around. A YouTube user, thank you for your donation. But just look, I'm just going to say no. It looks like a little rough. A little bit of a rough thing here. Not saying it's impossible, but that is very difficult to get into there, especially with the 10 of Wands. It's like, okay, they have everything they need. They don't really have you in mind. You have to sort of, you could still get in, I guess, but it just feels like how much influence are you going to have to exert in order to make that happen? It's what I'm saying. YouTube user Power of the P and John, welcome and thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Reading tarot for other people. Yeah, I need to do that. I couldn't find your email. Email's link in the description for the email. Yeah, that's why you got to remind me, because I'm always busy. So yeah, I do want to do that. I think that's going to be great. All right, but I do need to get that done. Busy with so many other things. I can't believe just how fast the days just wander by. It's like impossible to get anything done, it feels like. But yeah, just sort of pushing through there. All right, we got the birthday trip. And Isabelle is trying to win an unemployment appeal. All right, we're appealing to the people. We're like, look, we're unemployed. Is that going to be something that we can do? Can we get this appeal pushed out? Man, that undesirable. Yeah, Z, that undesirable. That's just not the card you wanted to see in that spread. I'm just saying, that is not the one. By the way, I get the Star Trek tarot day after tomorrow. So I get that Friday is the day that I get the Star Trek tarot. So I'm going to make a special trip to the post office and pick that up. That looks really good. Looks really, really good. So I need to make I need to make a pretty robust video for that, because it deserves one. Here you go. John, thank you for the other donation. All right. Win the unemployment appeal. I assume it revolves around money, or at least we need money with that, right? Power of the P, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Make it sound so tense, yet quite curious. Thank you for also, okay. Am I being fibbed too? Power of the P, being lied to, it sounds like. We'll see. Right now, let's see if we can get unemployment. Six of Wands says yes. Lord of Victory, the big success card, is exciting indeed. That looks really, really good. King of Cups, Four of Swords, Knight of Wands. Four of Swords kind of pushes it back a little bit with that. It's more of a waiting game than anything else at this point. It feels like we're going to get it. All right. The Six of Wands, right? we're going to get it. We're going to have that victory. We're going to have that success. But it is an appeal. So it is something that they're going to run through here, run through there, and all of these other things. It feels like that they have to do a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of back end stuff that needs to be done to make this work. Four of Swords just says we're holding back. We're not able to get this done the way we want to get it done. Yeah, it just doesn't look like the best opportunity at all. Power of the P, thanks for your other donation. But yeah, that Knight of Wands. It'll come. It'll come. Just takes a little longer than what you are thinking of, right? Knight of Cups says it's almost like that there's something they need to ask you. There's something they need to research in order to get this done. So that's kind of interesting. There's some things that need to happen before this fully gets realized. But I think, yes, I think it does take longer than what you think it takes. I think there's a lot of paperwork in the background that is being done to make this happen. So at least in my opinion, the opinion of the thing there. Julie and Ann, thank you for your donation. Wow, lots of donations. Thank you very much. What's N up to? What are the thoughts about me? What kind of things does N sit around thinking about and thinking about with that we need to know? And tonight we're going to use the Gregory Scott Tarot. Just first off out of the list, right? BooBoo, thank you for your donation as well. Let's see, YouTube user, what's N up to? Thoughts, feelings, what kind of thing is N doing over there in the mysterious realm of the end world? High Priestess, either looking for a job or they're very busy with the job realm right now for sure. Queen of Pentacles, kind of worried about their money, what kind of income they're going to have, where they're going to do, where they're going to end up. It's almost like there's a level of unknown right now with their career and all that other stuff is making them a bit nervous. Queen of Swords says you're kind of not on their mind at all right now. It just says that they're really busy. They have a lot of things happening, right? And thank you for your donation. The High Priestess, right? They're kind of keeping everything to themselves. I don't think they like looking nervous. I don't think that they like looking unsure of themselves. They have that ego thing where they got to look, puffed out chest. They got to look great and amazing. They have to look confident. They don't have, but I think they're really kind of worried about the employment aspects here. It's almost like they're actually looking for another job right now. Queen of Pentacles trying to get that settled down, but they're kind of busy with this. You're not really on the mind right there, but the thoughts and feelings are kind of consistent with what they had before. Anyway, when will H and I enter a longer-term relationship? You're very excited about H. I got to say, you are very excited about H. That is an excitable interest right there. MS, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Let's see what H is doing. Let's say, when will the Sag and I get a long-term relationship? Bartman, you have no idea how good this Star Trek Tarot is. Like, I looked at it, and I looked at it again, and I looked at it again, and it is better every time I look at it. It is the dream deck of, this is quite possibly the best deck of any intellectual property I've ever seen in my life. It is quite possibly the best deck of an IP I've ever seen. Better than the Disney ones, better than anything. If you're a Star Trek fan, you're just going to be nuts. You're going to go nuts over it. Like, it's going to be my most viewed video this month by far. Anyway, when will the Eights enter a long-term relationship? Jesus, Hermit, man. I think if you're going to enter any kind of a long-term relationship, it's going to be towards the end of the year. Could this be the end of the year relationship that I have been talking about? If you agree to it, if you want to go for it, I think that's quite possibly it. Hermit cards says it's really difficult to get H to really submit to anything or commit to anything. It feels like they have their own thing going. They're not really that flexible. They're not really going to give you what you need as far as the time of day and stuff and this and that. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of opportunity here. It feels like some things are really sort of held back here. Hermit cards, this is really difficult to tie them down there. But if you can, though, I mean, hey, Queen of Swords with a King of Wands, a good mix, right? They're the type of person, they're going to be out, they're going to be about, they're doing things, making it happen. You're the kind of person sort of a little more pulled back, you do your own thing here and there. We wouldn't go out and stuff, but I mean, you're sort of pulled back, you're doing really your own thing. So I think that is going to be a good match as far as the yin and the yang type thing here. But getting them tied down is going to be difficult indeed. You're looking for the end of the year, right? Marie, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, we got the next donation. We got YouTube user. We got John, power of the P. We got YouTube user again. More power of the P. The P is powerful indeed. Let's see. Power of the P's got two. Got two. Who was that? Power of the P with nothing. Power of the P with two more. Okay, so power of the P. My guy asked to receive the email I had sent. Thank you, advance. My guy asked if you received the email I sent. Yes, I do. I do. Love you. Love you. Okay, cool. Apologize. I'm missing most definitely. Okay, cool. All right. Power of the P has the questions. Am I being lied to? Ain't nobody like being lied to, especially Power of the P. Didn't want to make it sound so intense, but I'm quite curious indeed. Well, let's see if you're being fibbed to indeed. I'm going to lie to you. If I'm going to lie to you, a little bit of a deception. I think the Poe is going to be in the mix. I think the Poe is going to be one of those that you kind of need with this particular deck, you know. Not going to do the Cthulhu. We don't need to go all out tonight. We don't need to go just too crazy. No Cthulhu. No, we don't need to go crazy. Bartman. I mean, I'm just saying, Bartman. That is. Let me post it. Well, I'll go ahead and post it in chat in a minute, Bartman. You can go take a look at it. And it actually... the person actually wrote William Shatner and wrote Leonard Nimoy's estate and everything and got permission to do the IP. So they wrote a bunch of people. They put a lot of effort into it. The art is good. The cardstock is good. Everything's good according to them. So I want to get it in my hands. We're going to flip through it. We're going to see what's going on. Blue, I thank you for your donation. Okay, you being lied to or not? Justice, oh my. Eight of Swords? Ooh, Page of Swords. What you are being told is not necessarily the truth. The Six of Pentacles, they are presenting you. Power of the P, I thank you so much. They are presenting you with information for a purpose. Normally, you don't like that. Normally, you don't like that at all, is what I'm saying. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. What am I saying here? I think they're giving you information for a reason, for a purpose, if that makes any sense, right? The Six of Pentacles. I'm handing you this because I want you to accept this information. So I'm giving you specifics or I'm giving you a story, right? Justice card. It's almost like that things aren't the way that they should be. There is a reason behind this information being given us. And the Eight of Swords with a Page of Swords, it's like, you know, everything is not what it appears to be. We're going to say, out on a limb, but we're going to say, I do think you have a bit of a fib within the context of the information. Now, let's make it clear. Within any given information, right, there's always a bit of truth and there could be a bit of a lie, but the more lie, the more you're sort of fibbing. So yeah, there's a bit of a misinformation within what you're being told. So there we go. Saw the reveal on the Garbage Pail Kids. How is it? Christina likes it. I mean, a lot of people like it. I mean, Andrew likes it. Christina likes it. So I'm not going to rain on the parade. I didn't like it. And I said, why in the video? The border, the card quality, the card sticking together. I don't want to use fanning powder. I've used fanning powder many, many times as a magician, and I hate it. I hate fanning powder. Anyway, but you know, that's just me, though. That's one of those very subjective things. I didn't like it, but a lot of people will, for sure. Ms. Rag, what is going on? Good to see you. Power of the P also wants to know, does he want him and I to go to Florida together? Might be shy away from them. And yes, a nosy Rosie. Okay. Does he want him and I to go to Florida together, or might he shy away from that with me? Let's see if there's a trip in your future to Florida. Watch the gators when you get there. I'm just saying, you know, you don't want to get bit. Don't want to get bit by a gator. Let's see. The tower. Oh, Jesus, the tower. This trip ain't going to work out even if you want to go. Knight of Pentacles. BooBoo, thank you for your other donation. Ace of Swords. Man, it is a lot of talk, ain't it? Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. It feels like they're not too enthusiastic about going. I think they could be talked into going. I don't think that's a problem. I think the towers, this is very difficult to get this off the ground. Okay, they do want to go, but there's logistics. And the logistics are killing this interaction or this plan with this Ace of Swords, right? I have a clear communication. I love to do this and I want to do that. Let's do this and that and this and that. I love to. Let's do power of the P. Let's go right now is what I'm saying. Tower, well, a lot of interruptions in those plans. Not exactly the way that we want to go. Knight of Wands is more of an idea rather than a reality. Logistics with that Knight of Pentacles are just getting in the way. If you can get through the logistics, I think it's possible to go. I think it's more of an idea, more of something fun idea. When you get down into the planning, you get down into paying for it and stuff like that, I think you'll see him kind of pull back a little bit, right? That Knight of Wands. Like, oh, I need to pay for it right now. So yeah, here, so the money hits the road here when you have the Tower card, right? So if they're serious, I mean, if they open their mouth and they like, hey, let's go to Florida, and you're like, cool, that sounds good. And then, you know, you kind of forget about it. And they're like, this is a great idea. What you need to do is say, go ahead and book the tickets. You're all interested in going to Florida. Let's book it right now. Let's go and get on your computer right now and let's book it right now. And I think then is where you'll see the, book it right now, you say? Maybe not. Okay, Will, Rich, and Latanya are end whatever they have for good and win. All right, Julie wants to know if we're going to end this relationship. What is going on? Is it possible to end it out? Maybe indeed. Let's see what's going on with that. Evo, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Yeah. You know, when everybody's like all excited about something, when now they got to spend the money, they're like, yeah, has really good interpretations. Love the image. See, you know, some people love that. Some people love some tarots that I don't like. I love some tarots that other people don't like too. So there you go. All right. Well, Rich and Latanya, end the goodness for end. Are they going to end it and when? Man, here's what I think happens. I think that Rich finds somebody else. I think Latanya maybe finds somebody else too. It's almost like this is really a mess that suddenly just starts happening. It's like it turns into a little bit of a complexity, more of a mess. Oof, a little bit too much of a mess right there. 10 of Cups, like we're happy. Rich and Latanya all happy. And all of a sudden, Latanya's like, ooh, look at that other person over there. They look mighty nice. Might have me some of that later. And the Three of Swords is, I think Latanya's eyes start wandering off and Rich's eyes start wandering off as well at the same time. I think they end up with the Seven of Cups, right? A lot of other people interesting out there. I do like this and that and this and that. And the Five of Cups. Oh, it is going to be a disappointing evening for both of them is what I'm saying. So I think you're just kind of stuck with that. I guess that's good for you. I don't know if that's good for you or is that bad for you? I don't know. But yeah, that Five of Cups, everybody gets disappointed, you know? When you ask, November. I think November, maybe bleed into December. I don't know at all. Kizawanda, you are in the queue. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Hey, that rhymes. All right, let's do Kizawanda right now. We do have two readings. We got Minty in the queue. We just did Z. All right, we got Kay. Kay wants to, off to PayPal we go. Kay wants to know Tom's intentions and Tom's intentions and actions. All right. And Tom's feelings. All right. Let's see what that about. Let's see what we can get going on with some feelings, some intentions. Get all of that good stuff out there, right? You got to make it happen. We got to make it happen now. By the way, we are on PayPal. It's easy for me to say. PayPal. So in case you wonder where you're at in the queue, you're after the PayPal. Kizawanda has two things going on over there. Let's find out what's going on there. All right, the first question from Kizawanda is what are the intentions and the next actions of Tom's towards us? The Fool and the Five of Swords. I think Tom is sort of incompetent as far as next actions. I think that they take too long. I think they don't have any bright ideas. I think they do things a little bit weird sometimes, and you're like, why are you doing that? That's so weird. But it just feels like there's a lot of unusual things happening in the background with Tom, but I think their intentions are pretty good. The Fool, I'm ready for an adventure. Love to get out there, love to see what's happening and all this other stuff, and then, you know, then there's reality. It's like a little bit of incompetence as far as getting things perfectly done and all that other stuff. But But the Five of Swords says it's difficult. Tom just has a hard time getting anything going. So I think their intentions are a little bit incompetent. I think they sort of make a move, but they don't really know what they're doing. I think they're fumbling around a lot. The Fool says, hey, we got good intentions. We just don't have any good actions, any good plans, any good things that are going to be happening out of this. It feels like things are a little bit challenged when it comes to Tom and all of that. Now, feelings could be completely different. I think, I think feelings are good sometimes. Four of Wands is good. Seven of Cups is good. I think that Tom has a rather good depth of feelings for you. They have sort of this emotional connection. They have sort of a caring about what you think, caring about what you do. I think they have a lot of neat things with that. Four of Wands, happy home, happy family, sort of an introduction of the home. I like to get things, I like to move it forward and see and all of that stuff. So I think they have good feelings, just sort of good intentions, just sort of incompetent as far as the rest of it goes. But we'll see about the level of incompetence of Tom. Hopefully not. I'm not incompetent enough to read. BooBoo is Coco going to have a safe delivery? Let's hope so. Let's make it happen. Get some Coco safe delivery action over here, my friends. Make it happen. Get the Coco safe delivery. I do not have a graphic of a dog spitting out a child. I do not have that. I have a human child. I do not have a dog. I do not have a puppy. I do not have a picture of a video of a dog spitting out a puppy. Even if I did, I'm not sure if I want to play it or not. I mean, just saying. All right, will they have a safe delivery? Ooh, Temperance. Everything's very nice with the delivery. It's nice. It's steady. It's predictable. It looks good. I think a lot of good things here. See, alpha female. You have a very proud mama right there. Very nice indeed. It's almost like we have 4 puppies. Nine of Sky, yeah, a little bit on the depressed side. Coco is going to need a little bit of therapy, So Coco is going to need a little bit of therapy there. So if you can handle that, that's going to be good indeed. John, you are next. But yeah, Julie, I thank you for your donation. But yeah, they need a little bit of therapy. They're going to be a little bit down after the delivery. So yeah, looks like everything's nice. I wouldn't worry about a boo-boo, not at all. John is next indeed. Rose, thank you for your donation. John wants to know, any chance of some loving this month? That's what I'm talking about.
Music to make love to.
Loving. If we're going to get some loving this month, we're going to use the little avatar tarot. Push Kitty haven't released this thing yet, has she? I keep looking for the release. I just don't know where it is. I don't know. Maybe she's waiting for Coco to be to deliver the babies, and then she's going to do the Kickstarter after that. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go with John. Any chance of some lovins this month? It is September. It is that it is that the month. It's a time of the month there. 9 of Fire, Hanged Man, 6 of Wands. If you're willing to slum it, I think that you can get some lovins. I don't think you're getting the high quality lovins this particular month. No, if you're willing to do a friends with benefits, or willing to do something casual, real quick hook up, what have you, I think that you do have some possibilities there indeed, right? I got a 6 of Water. We're sort of making a little bit of a friends with benefits connection, sort of getting something casual. If you want some love-ins, I say, then you can get some love-ins indeed this month. If you want something real, something substantial, something like that, I think you're really looking at November, December on that as far as getting something moving. 9 of Fire says there's something that's just getting in the way right now. Maybe you're too busy. Maybe you have a lot of things happening. Maybe there's a lot of pending things that are sort of in there. Hanged Man's sort of looking for something that just doesn't exist quite yet. It's almost like it's being prepared for you. If you look at the November, December timeframe, I think it's going to be a little bit better for anything like that. If you're looking for some quick loving, something easy, I think that you can get that in September. But something substantial, it looks like that may be challenging to get in this particular time. All right, let's mark a lot of people as done. We're skipping around tonight. That's what we do. John also had a thing. Is Donovan a past friend? Is they a good person to talk to? Are they going to be decent to have a conversation with? Let's find out, John. See if they're going to be all right at the end of the day, because you do need somebody that's easy to talk to, somebody's fun, hanging out, what have you. But yeah, all right, Donovan, let's see if they're going to be good. Which tarot cloth did you order? Oh, you're talking about, okay, cool. Yeah, I just got all my tarot cloths finally. Two of water. I think they are a good person to talk to. Two of cups is the power of love, not like the song in the... Not like the song in Back to the Future, but, you know, something similar. Two of water is sort of a good connection, a nice connection with somebody where we can talk, we can have fun, we can do things together, you know, sort of hang out. It's very good. Lord of Love is there. Two of fire, it's almost like that they're sort of missing you or want to talk to you. They're very receptive to sort of having a conversation as far as this goes. Asso, thanks for your donation over PayPal. But yeah, the page of air, you want to take it light and easy when we talk to them. Don't go deep into anything. Do something quick and easy, you know? What do you think about the Dallas Cowboys this year? They're looking terrible. That's always a good place to start. But yeah, that looks pretty good as far as that. Crystal, we got like 12 in the queue. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, page of air. Let's take it nice and easy. Take it nice and easy. Graduate into the better thing. Yeah, the past friend. Yeah, you know, obviously a past friend. Yo, man. Well, you know, what's been up? Where you been? You know, how's the job? What's going on with the family? You know, all that other stuff. So just sort of take it easy, take it slow, and I think that they are a good person to do. I think if you overload them on like the first couple of interactions, they're going to shy away and not talk to you anymore. I'm going to say they might even ghost you. They might even ghost you with that. It's almost like that they can't handle anything intense. Okay, that's my advice. They can't handle anything intense right now. Something else is going on. They'll eventually mention it. Then you'll come back and go, oh, you know what that was? It was this and that. And that's when you know that you had a decent reading. All right. What are the opportunities that we gained from this finished project? What opportunities? What open doors are we going to have if we're going to do that? I think it's still an art project. We're going to do an artsy deck, my friends. We're going to do the Art Revival Tarot, because you need to revive the art. You need to revive the art. The 92 degrees temperature. It is 92 over here in Texas, too. I got to say, it's 94 today. So I got out and I did my exercise at 8 a.m. or I think 9 a.m. when it was still like 81 or something. But it was freaking hot at 81. The direct sun beating down on you is makes it a little bit hotter than 81 degrees, in my opinion, of course. But I'm just a fat man walking on the street. All right, well, not in the street, walking on the sidewalk in the street, whatever. What are the opportunities that can be done from this particular finished project? Ooh, the Page of Wands. It feels like that we discover the weaknesses. This is a very, very poignant time to discover weaknesses. It's like, oh, I need to work on this. Oh, I need to work on that. This ain't working. This isn't working. That isn't working. How can I produce it? Page of Wands. We're not quite prepared for anything that's going to be substantially larger, whatnot. So we're like, oh, we got to address something, weaknesses as far as that goes. Knight of Coins, it says there is an opportunity to make money from this. So if you are looking for something that, yeah, I need to make money, we need some stuff happening. But yeah, Knight of Coins says there is some money opportunities from this. Almost like some ideas that we have that we can do, and all of this other stuff. A Knight of Swords, a couple of emotions. It's almost like you could take a trip or you could go somewhere from this finished project. Maybe somebody notices it on the internet. They're like, hey, can you fly into New York or something like that? I think that's going to be there as well. You know, opportunity to move. You have two big movement cards right next to each other. It's just movement could result from this. Four of Swords says you do get some false promises. Like somebody's like, I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to do this and I want to do that. You're like, sure, I'd love to do that, right? And then they never follow up. So you have some failed follow-ups or some failed cash sort of coming through there. Just be aware of that. I think that's important to notice. All right, let's see. So that answers that. We got Anna. So how does B feel about me now? The project potentially going to be done in a month and a half or less. Is B still in the mood? Is B still doing good? Is B just going to, I don't know what B's going to do. Let's see what B's going to do right now. Let's see. What does B feel about me now that the project has moved along? Things are a little bit better. Things are encouraging as well. What kind of things can B get us into right now? The world. Oh, yeah. Nice. The world really feels like that they see you do the things that are successful, and they are kind of excited. They kind of see that, right? They like it. They appreciate it. They understand that you have the abilities to do things that they can't do. And we kind of discussed that before, right? There is a little bit of jealousy from B about what you can do versus what they can do. That's the thing here. The world says that they said more of a possibility, more of an excitement about you really can knock things out, make things really good. You can do a nice finished project with that. 3 of coins, I think they're very impressed with sort of the teamwork that you're able to pull off. You know how to coordinate things. You know how to get the things planned. You know how to implement. You really don't hesitate at all. I think that's one of the exciting parts about that. 8 of Cups, though, it says they're kind of worried that if something sort of rejuvenates or something comes back with both of you, then you're going to end up leaving. It's almost like they're worried that you're not as interested as they are or something like that. So just watch for that. Ace of Wands says this is something where they want to start a new thing. If it's a new project, something new, something exciting with you with that Ace of Wands. I want to get together, right? A little bit of teamwork over here. Don't abandon me. Let's get together. Let's make something new, something to happen. I think that's pretty exciting too. So it looks really good overall. All right. We got a literal ton of PayPal. Like, we got so many PayPal, like my phone is just like buzzing. My phone is going nuts over there. Be random with me. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Minty is next. By the way, we are on PayPal. We have a mountain of PayPal donations tonight. Raine. All right. Raine feel about me. Is Raine feeling anything? John, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, John was interested in Anna. I should remember that because that's the town I live in. All right. Let's look here with the Minty. How does Raine feel about me right now? Do they like me? Don't they like me? What is going on with all of that? See what's going on here with Raine. If nothing else, the sunshine. No. 3, wheel, 6. It looks all right. It looks like they're sort of giving you some attention, but they're not really super duper interested. I mean, they're just not dedicated to it, right? I'll give you some stuff. 6 of Pentacles. I'll hand you some attention, hand you this. I'll do this, we'll do that, maybe casual conversation, sort of, you know what I'm saying? The Wheel of Fortune, kind of good to have you around. You're nice and steady and things like that. 3 of Wands, though, they're kind of looking around for somebody a little bit different. It's not like that they're completely not interested in you, but they have their eye on somebody else, right? They're sort of focused on other things, focused on maybe some distractions, focused on some other people, but, 6 of Pentacles, they're willing to give out some attention, give out some, interactions with that. Wheel of Fortune, they do want you around. They do like you. They do want you around. That's a good thing. But taking it to the next level, 3 of Wands, it's almost like, why are they looking for somebody else when they have you as a potential or anything like that, right? A little bit of a conflict of interest going there. It is. The Tarot Avatar. That's what I'm talking about. We got more PayPal over here. It is a PayPal night. We got a mountain, and I mean a mountain of PayPals. All right, we're going to go with Assel. Assel wants to know what X feel about me. A lot of feelings about a lot of people tonight. If you're going to have feelings about somebody, we're going to keep using the Tarot Avatar. I love it. Mizrak, I see you. What's going on? Mizrak wants to know how many paid people are in the queue. 14. There are 14 people in the queue. If you want to join the queue, we're busting them out pretty quickly, though. But we do have 14. So be aware. There are 14. All right. Let's see about the Hermit there. Oh, Jesus. The X, man. The X doesn't have a lot of feelings with that. You got a 6 of Wands with the Hermit, with the Princess of Wands. They like you, but they don't feel like there's a lot of potential. Let me put that in, right? They like you, but they don't feel like there's a ton of potential, a ton of exciting things to go with, a ton of exciting things that we could connect or anything like that. 6 of Wands, I think there's a lot of nice potential, a lot of good things happening in here. I really do think. So Hermit is sort of pulled back a little bit. Like, well, I'm not really thinking that it's going to be, just great. I'm not really thinking it's going to be just ecstatic and exciting or anything like that. So you're just going to have to understand this is going to be difficult for them to, I guess, move forward or get excited, move move forward with that. A Princess of Wands, right? Just a little bit more, just sort of a fun interaction, if anything, but taking it to the next level. Yeah, Hermit says, maybe not now. Maybe not now with that X, right? You know, sometimes it looks good, it smells good, but it doesn't taste very good at all. All right, Power of the P, I thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. And let's see, we got more PayPal coming in. All right, be random with me. I got your 2 donations in the queue. Let's knock out a couple of super chats before we do that. By the way, if you're in the queue, let's take a look at it right here. We got MS is right now. We got Blue, Power of the P. We got YouTube user BooBoo, Evo, Julie. We got John, Power of the P again. We got a little bit of everything in the queue. A little bit of everything in the queue. All right, for now, let's do the super chats. What do we got? MS, does D of Taurus interested in me romantically? Do they want to hit it and quit it? Do they want a relationship? What kind of things do they want right now? We're going to go with one of my favorites for what do people think about me, which is this one, Tarot the Lantern Path. In case you didn't know, this is one, it's got a couple of y'all didn't like it in the reviews. A couple of y'all were like, oh man, not really all that into it. But at the end of the day, I think for what do people feel about me, this is right on target, right? It reminds me a little bit almost like a Kipper deck, where it's just like people in it, and the people are interested in this and that, and the people have expressions, and the people are looking forward and looking at this kind of stuff. So overall, I really like this for what people think about me. Now, job readings, no, not job readings, not exactly with that. You got a 2 of Swords over here. Oh man, they're not like they even have this idea in their head. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 7 of Wands. I'm going to say yes, not for anything long term, but they would like something kind of fun, casual connection with that, right? 2 of Swords. We have a beautiful connection right here. We have a nice connection. Now, the 2 of Swords, though, in definition, talks about 2 different worlds, a separation of worlds, a separation of things happening with here. Ace of Pentacles, right? Something new. We can start it. It just seems like it's slow going, or it seems like it doesn't get off the ground. A lot of things just aren't happening. We have some logistics maybe in the way. It just feels like there's a lot of things pending that need to be done that never get done with that. Page of Wands, no matter what I try, it's difficult to grasp onto this, to get it moving, to get it forward, thinking forward, motion happening with that. And ultimately, the 7 of Wands says, okay, it's just clearly it's not working, something's weird. So, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't function totally the way that we want it to function. 2 of Swords says, hey, we can do something, we can try it, but ultimately it just slogs down. It just drags down. Not exactly kind of where I want it to be with a relationship with that. But yeah, I think we can do something simple, something easy. But if you look something a little more thicker, long-term or what have you, it's going to be difficult to manifest. Again, it slogs down. It's almost like it slows down unnecessarily for some reason with that. Blue doesn't slow down. Blue wants to know. We got Vanessa. Is Julien's feelings for the Vanessa? Well, let's find out. We're going to do a couple of teddy bears over here. It is the teddy bear tarot. I think everybody likes the teddy bear tarot. I think you have universal acceptance of the teddy bear tarot right now. Power of the P, thank you for your 10,000th donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's see what's going on here with Julien the Taurus, Vanessa. Do they have a good connection? Is this something that we can do the love balloons too? My immediate, intuitive thing just says yes. It just says yes. We have a nice connection waiting to happen. Ace of Wands, Justice, Hanged Man. Now, there's a couple of opposites attract within the realm of here. You are missing a lot of the key cards, like the 2 of Cups, Lovers, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups even. I'll take that as anything going there. We don't have anything, right? The Ace of Wands says we need to start. We need to start, right? If you need something happen, if you need something to stretch out, we need to start it. Some of it feels like nothing has started, or things have started a little bit too slow. Things need to move forward to figure out where we're going to go ultimately with it. The Justice card says it does balance out, but opposites attract here. So just be aware, right? You have to kind of back up and say, yeah, maybe this is not exactly a perfect match. We have this and that to take care of. Hanged man, I need to see things a little bit differently to be accepting of this individual sometimes. But you got to kind of do what you need to do here. We need to get something started. We need to work through the kinks. We need to get through the speed bumps in the road to make this happen. But starting is going to be the main thing. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Power of the P loves me. I love you too, Power of the P.
I love you.
Thank you for your generous support tonight. Greatly appreciated with all of that. Be random with me. I did not forget about you. You are coming up after BooBoo. But before BooBoo, we got YouTube user up here getting serious with the donos over here. Now, Sag says he's level-headed, works extremely hard, and I'm willing to wait around for that. But is he the one for me? Have I finally found the one? It feels like this is going to be one of those endless love opportunities where we're just going to get on that and
Everybody loves the D.
and make that happen. That could be our soulmate. It could be our soulmate indeed. Empress, welcome. Good to see you. All right. I mean, can we have a soulmate up in here with this Sag? I mean, you are serious with this Sag. You are just excited about the Sag, which is okay. I mean, there you go. Man, that Sag, works really hard with all of that stuff. Jesus. I think I said no the last time. I'm going to say it's a little bit challenged. I'm not going to say no to you again. I'm just going to say it's a little bit challenged. You got to sort of go with what you know here. All right, let's look at why it's challenged. The first thing is you work really hard, right? Level-headed, they work extremely hard. It feels like they're never home. It feels like getting their attention is difficult. It feels like there are a lot of things that need to get done with this particular connection, and you're not getting it done. You're not making the opportunity there. A lot of things are sort of getting in our way. We have to jump through a lot of hoops here, right? It seems also that they don't act interested, if that makes sense. They don't act as interested as they should. So even if they're interested, even if they're excited, they just don't show it. They're very held back with a lot of these things, right? And you're thinking, is this over? Is this ending? I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to say here. This looks very challenging indeed. How do I get this to progress? Karen, thank you for your donation. But the Knight of Pentacles just says it's more of a stability thing that we can get it going. Sure, we can get going. It's nice and stable, what have you. But it just feels like getting their attention is difficult. Getting them to admit to anything, getting them to move forward is difficult. Hanged man. Again, it's almost like that they live in a totally separate world than us. We're going to have to look at this relationship a little bit differently. You have to treat it differently than what you usually do. If you can do that, if you're willing to treat things separately and a little bit differently than what you usually do, I think you have a level of success. If you're going to treat them like M, like A, like everybody else, I really don't think it's going to work out too well. But if you're willing to negotiate, if you're willing to get a little wiggle room in there, I think it works out pretty good. All right. So, I mean, so, kind of yes and a no at the same time. We got BooBoo with Joey having trouble getting his ID tomorrow. Hopefully not. Hopefully Joey will sweep in there like a dragon from the Dragon Tarot and get the ID. Make it happen. Jocelyn, it's been a minute. How you doing? Natural Yogi, it's been a minute. Thank you for your donation. Natural Yogi and Jocelyn, welcome to the stream. All right, let's see if the Yogi, if I put Joey and Yogi into, I said Jogi. Will Joey, yes, Joey, have trouble getting his ID tomorrow? The Sun, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups? No. I mean, it seems all right. You got to wait forever. Literally forever. You got to wait like 9 days, it feels like. But take a deep breath. Take the iPad or the phone with you. Just relax, all that other stuff. I think Joey will be able to get it if you're willing to wait. But no, I don't see any problem at all. We're going with a thumbs down for problems. No problem at all. Don't see anything in there other than the wait. It's just like, man, what is going on with the wait? It is nuts tonight, is what I'm saying. It's nuts. Be random with me. Got a couple of questions in chat. Let's be random with Be Random, shall we? You saw the Star Trek. I laughed out loud. Now, the Star Trek, let me get the Star Trek tarot now. Is key add Star Trek tarot. Okay. Let me get you a link for that. And let's see, shop and Star Trek Tarot. Yes, Star Trek Tarot. Okay, we'll go to that. 78 cards. The problem is it doesn't show the cards. Oh, yeah, it does over there. Okay. Oh, man, it doesn't show enough of the cards. Man, let's look at the gallery. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna link to the new Star Trek Tarot right now, and y'all can click it and go to. Now, I'm getting this in the mail. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. So go click that over there. Go click that. That is the Star Trek Tarot I'm getting. Perfect. It is perfect in every way. Like I need to get it in my hands, but I'm looking at it more and more and reading about it. He's telling me about it. I'm just like, dude, you may have created the deck of the year. Like if you're a Star Trek fan, you may have created the deck of the year. So yeah, he's giving it to me. We're gonna run over it with a car. We're gonna beat it against the wall. We're gonna do whatever it takes to test it out. And he is. I'm going to try to get him on the channel too, to get an interview so I can ask him questions. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. All right, be random with me. We're all okay. Okay, question: how will the Tennessee Titans do this season? Terrible. Like intuition, first thing out of the box. Intuition, first thing out of the box is like terrible. Let's see if the cards agree with me, though. Let's see if they agree. Let's see. Crystals in Pain. No, it's a separate one. This is like an independent person that did this. So anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when it gets here. We'll do a flip through. I'm going to tell you all about it, all that other stuff. All right. How will they do this season? Are they going to do anything decent with that? 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands. All right. This is a little more complex. Home games, they're just rocking it, all right? Home games, they're doing pretty good. I think they get an injury like game 7 or 8, maybe. Man, is it 7? Yeah, game like 6, 7, or 8, like right in that range. They get an injury, and it really sort of affects them. Home games, they're rocking it. 10 of Cups, they're having a good time with home, a lot of cheers, a lot of excitement. With the Hierophant, when they get on the road, they just do terrible. Again, the injury really just sort of decimates the year, all right? But, that's the way it goes. But yeah, the King of Wands, I really think that they need better leadership at this point. Something's wrong with the leadership. They don't have what they need here. I think they have the capable players. I think people are doing pretty good, but man, it feels like it's just, that injury really just knocks them to the ground. Home games are great. Everything else is just up in the air, but that's the way it is. Kansas City Chiefs, though. Kansas City Chiefs, I think, do a lot better. Just intuitively, we got the Kansas City Chiefs over here. Little extra card just because they're having a Kansas City Chiefs. All right, let's see the KC with that. The death card, man, they're really changing things up this year. Now, this year, the Chiefs are looking different. I think the running game is a little stronger. I think that they have a little more focus. I think there's a lot of good things happening with that. 2 of Wands says they're really sort of looking ahead, right? They have a lot of strategy. There's a lot of thought behind what they're doing. There's a lot of things going on with that. I think on the first few games, they get screwed with the refs. The refs just screw them over is what I'm saying, right? But the Queen of Cups, I think, you have a lot of people excited about the Chiefs this year, definitely with that. 3 of Wands, the away games, they do just amazing on away games. There's something about that with the away games. Very strategic in what they're doing. Leadership is on point. I like it a lot. They don't have the injury that you do have with the other ones. They have one weird game with Raine. There's a rainy game that they have that's like epic. You got to watch the rainy games, all right? So there you go. That is going to be, there's one like rainy games where the football's flopping everywhere. So it's like, oh my God, what the hell's going to happen next? Really fun and exciting on that game. So if you see some rain coming down, that's one you want to see. Natural Yogi, thank you for your donation. Evo is next. Will I redo my breast in the future? What? Redo my breast in future lift. All right. Well, Evo, get a boob job, I think is what we're asking. Oh, man. We need a sexy deck for this one. We need a sexy deck for the boob job. All right. Let's see if we get a boob job. Let's see if we get a boob job over there. Kansas City Chiefs, boob jobs. You don't know what readings you're going to get on this channel. You have no idea what readings you're going to get on this channel. If you like the pure variety of fun readings on this channel, you know what to do. You go down there and you hit the like button and you hit the sub button. You're going to mix all the fun videos. You're going to miss the unboxing of the Star Trek, the better tarot, the Star Trek tarot that doesn't suck. You're going to miss the unboxing of the Lord of the Rings tarot tomorrow. A lot of stuff happening. You're going to just you're gonna miss it all. You're gonna be like, well, I can't believe I'm missing so much stuff. All right, now gonna do a boob job. We have some nice boobs over there. I have some nice boobs over there. I do think that looks good for the boobies. We have one boobie over here, and we have some pretty good boobies over there. That's kind of a creepy scene there. Yeah, that, you know, overall, will I do redo the breast future lift? I think it's quite possible to get the boob job done. Indeed, you gotta get the dudes off you first. You know, they gotta get off you in order to get the boobs job done. But you know, the way it is, I do think a lot of people are looking at your boobs. A lot of people are going to be looking at them breasts. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be looking at them. So yeah, you know, sort of scanning from the horse, and they need a torch. They need a torch lit, a little torch thing going on. I think that's going to be, you know, I think that's going to be it. Oh, that's just a creepy scene. What the hell's going on here? What the hell is going on here? What is this? I've no idea. Oh, this is really creeping me out. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, I'm just going to go with yes. You're going to say with yes, indeed, right? We go with a thumbs up, but maybe too many thumbs in that deck. Maybe too many thumbs doing too many things in that particular deck. But yeah, I do think that you will get the boob job going up there. Sunshiny Day came in just in time, is what I'm saying. Sunshiny Day. Your timing is impeccable as always. Impeccable as always. All right. Now, do Rich and I get a relationship, get a family, get everything settled down, get it together? Kawaii Tarot. We're going to be talking about it. No, we're not going to be doing Kawaii Tarot. We need to go to the Tarot Tower and get my deck right here. You know what it is. It's a Waterfall Tarot. Link in the description. The tatas. Yeah, you know. You need the tatas. The man on the horse was very interested in those tatas. I mean, if I had a horse and I was riding around, I saw some tatas, I'd probably ride over and say hello at least. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know, entertainment purposes only. Never ride over at a horse with some boobies and say hello. Based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Now, Julie, though, do Rich and I get in a relationship, a family back together, get all that reconciliation action in there? Empress Moon say yes. Looks really good for that. I like it. Empress is kind of the key point here, right? Happy home, happy family. We're getting the comfort. We're getting the level of love. We're getting the level of excitement that we need, that we deserve in this mix. Empress is looking very good indeed for that. Queen of Pentacles brings the stability too. This is what you need. We need the feelings, which you have the moon over here for the coinciding feelings and all this other good stuff. Building stability takes a little more time, but when happening with this, if we're going to get back together for good, get really back together, you're really looking at January. I mean, you're looking at January, maybe February at a stretch to make those happen. But yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, right? The level of stability is there. The level of emotions there. The level of comfort is there. The level of connection emotionally is there. Love it. I love it. This looks good, Julie. Unfortunately, you're looking at like early next year to make this happen. It's entertainment purposes only, as always. How long is the list right meow? You only have like 7. There's only 7. Only 7, Jocelyn. We're knocking them out here. Looking good. All right, we got Rose is next. Rose wants to know, will I buy a property this year? Everybody is looking for properties. I mean, it's, you know, it's going good with it is a buyer's market coming up on the buyer's market now. A lot of homes are sitting around. You're able to make a deal, able to go over there and say, look, I think I need to pay a lot less than what you got on that sign out there. Anyway, will I buy a property this year? 4 of Swords, 5 Pentacles, and the High Priest. It's difficult because of the interest rate is just killing you. I think the interest rate is going to start to ease up next to the end of the year. All right. If you want my opinion, entertainment purposes only, I think, okay, Papa Powell is, by the way, that's the Federal Reserve guy. Papa Powell is speaking on September 20th, 21st. They're having the next Fed meeting. I think he's going to announce a 50 basis point increase. He did say there would be more pain. The stock market has been going down since. I think everybody's kind of excited after this one. I think the stock market is going to take a bit of a jump after that, I think oil is going to take just an absolute nosedive like it already has. But anyway, I really think that the interest rates are going to go up even more. If you don't already have a rate locked down, you do need to get that before Papa Powell announces another 50 basis points. Five of Pentacles says the money is going to be the biggest problem getting this done overall. Four of Swords says it's going to take longer than what you expect. I really think that as you're going through, right, as we're going through into December-ish, I think the housing market just dies, just really slows down. And that's kind of your key. It's where you want to go, right? It's winter. Not a lot of people are getting out. Home sales have already slowed down. Now we're in the winter. Now the oil is going to be going back up. We have a lot of problems that everybody's sort of encountering here. High Priestess says that is your time to pounce. All right. Now, as always, entertainment purposes only. Never, ever buy a house, do anything at all based upon a random dude on YouTube with cards, all right? You know better than that. That is the biggest investment you ever make. Don't make it based upon some random fat man telling you stuff. Anyway, Cinderella, thank you for your other donation. All right, we got Jocelyn, thank you very much for your donation over PayPal. We got Rose done right now. Let's mark you done. Let's go to John. Does Anna think about me? Does Anna like me at all? Does Anna not like me? I think Anna is a good catch. I think Anna is a good catch indeed. Jocelyn, let me know what your two questions are. Thank you so much. All right. I do think Anna's a good catch, quite frankly. Justice, temperance, judgment, all majors. I think they have a level of interest now, but I really think it blossoms into something better and really just starts rocking if you give it a chance, right? This is something you don't want to scare them off. You got to treat Anna like a squirrel. You know, you want to come in with the nuts? Well, no, that's bad. Okay, let me back up. You want to approach them with the nut? No. Treat them like a squirrel, right? You move slow. You sort of casual, kind of deliberate, but casual, and let them sort of get a level of that, right? Justice, they want to see that you're balanced. They want to see that you're not just this person or that person. They want to see that you kind of got everything going on. Temperance says because you got two balance cards, right? It's almost like they're a Libra, like things are important to be balanced. They don't want extremes. So as long as you don't show any extremes, I think they'll be good with that. Judgment, rebirth, reincarnation feels like you do got to give it a second try before it sort of kicks in and makes it happen. But yeah, I think it's pretty good overall. Right? Just treat them like a squirrel and approach them with some nuts. All right. And lure them in there. That's what I'm saying, John. Power of the P. My partner faithful, as in, am I being fibbed to about what they want, possibly being fearful? What? Faithful? Oh, man, nobody wants a cheater. Nobody wants a cheater.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Now, are they faithful? Man, can we do it? Can we do a sexy deck again? Maybe. RR, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on. Man, we got, Jesus Christ, we got a lot of donations. We got a ton of donations tonight. We are rocking it. We're rocking it, making it happen over here. Let's get a little sexy deck over there for Power of the P. Are we faithful? Are we not so faithful after all? Let's see. We got the, got a little bit of a Three of Cups. I do think that they've thought about other people, but they really haven't taken any action with that. The Two of Wands, right? I'm more of a window shopper than anything else. I'm more of a window, you know, they sort of looking here and there and taking a look at the windows and seeing what's going on. You know what I mean? Two of Wands, I'm scanning the environment. I'm looking, I'm saying howdy, what have you, with all of that stuff. But I just haven't taken any action that's inappropriate, right? Ace of Wands, I haven't done anything. It's upside down. No action here. The fire has been extinguished. Somebody came and poured water all over it. They didn't approach it like they're a squirrel. And, you know, you just have that too, right? They're just not ready. They're just not ready for something like that. There's no hidden secrets. I think they're faithful. I just think they're really unreliable. A little bit on the unreliable side. So I don't think there's any problem. Little window shopping here and there. No cheating. Nothing happened like that. Looks pretty good. I think they just give weird signals, right? Weird signals is what I'm saying. Just to wheel me in. Possibly be fearful just to wheel. They give mixed signals. You know, entertainment purposes only with it. Need some advice with the career. Would love to know what the cards may say is getting a good start going, and what is the first and or the best move with that. It's always good to get a career, get your business going, right? Get everything going, make everybody happy out there, and see what we can do here. A little bit tonight is a little bit of the action over here with that Mons Tarot is what I'm talking about. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Said just leave H and look for somebody else. Don't want to waste of time looking for one. I'm an ex-clown. But I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's see what is going to happen here. Mons Tarot has you covered, Power of the P. Advice with a career, like what to say, good start, what's the finish, best move. What's kind of where we want to go as far as the career goes, right? Getting a good job, getting everything stable with that. Nine of Pentacles is making enough money. Getting a good job ain't hard. Like getting a job ain't hard. Getting a good job is hard. Getting a job where we're making the money that we need. We're pretty stable. We have everything kind of rocking and going just like we kind of need it to go. Temperance card. That's that balance between I'm happy, you know, I'm not driving 5 hours to get to work. I'm pretty content. Everything's kind of nice. Everything's kind of cool and what have you. The temperance, finding that middle ground too. I do think you also need to, you do need to go way outside your comfort zone here to kind of find what you need. So be prepared to step outside of your comfort zone. Don't be like, you know, I'm not driving more than 5 minutes, or I'm not taking this or that because it's not perfect or anything like that. Nine of Pentacles says you need to find the career that's going to make you enough money, career that's going to do that. And that is what you should be searching and scanning for. If it's going to be something that's low level and they're promising you, you know, promotion later, you know, start of the entry, it's going to be kind of difficult for you to do with that. Wheel of Fortune just says keep looking. It's almost like you have something around you that's beautiful and amazing, but you just haven't bumped into it yet. So keep looking, keep scanning. I think that's going to be the big opportunity for you. Definitely something you want to do here. The Moon, just be prepared. You own like you need to drive a little longer than you want. I'm just saying, need to drive a little longer than you want to make that happen with the career. So yeah, man, the money is where it's at, you know, getting enough of all of that stuff. Safer areas for Crystal. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. We got Cinderella has got a couple of reads. Who was in the past life and how is it affecting me now as a past responsible for the bad luck and the current as far as love goes? Oh, let's hope not. Let's hope we have a good past life, good level, good all that stuff. So yeah, I've been reading a book. He's just not that into you. I don't know. I guess. I don't know how into you they are. I don't know. I mean, if they're really into you, if you know what I'm saying, then okay. Queen of Pentacles, Hangman, Judgment. The Justice card, like every other damn reading, has a Hangman, the Justice card. I don't know what's going on. I think we need a little zero sugar water to wash all this down. Art of Adventure Tarot, by the way. Cinderella and Crystal, thank you for your donations. Who were you in the past life? Actually, I think you drowned. I think you drowned in a past life. That's how you were, how you ended up dying with that. I think you were either a sail, you did a lot of sailing, you did a lot of boating, you did a lot of outdoor activity. I think you went out one night and you just basically got lost and you ended up drowning. With that, got in the rough waves, rough thing. I think that how it sort of happened. Now, I don't know if it's affecting you now. What is your relationship with water? Is what I'm kind of interested in. Ada, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. What deck art wants to speak to me? You're very visual, Ada. I don't know. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. I do think that you had a lot of customers. Maybe you were a fisherman or fisherwoman, fisherman, something like that. Maybe you had sort of sailing instruction. Maybe you did something like that. But you really had a relationship with the water indeed. You could have been a Viking. There you go. You could have worn the big hat with the horns. Hanged Man said the bad luck is not really your forte. I think that you sort of create the bad luck based upon beliefs, expectations. We covered this before. But yeah, the Hanged Man says, look at things a little bit differently and you get a little bit different results. Now, let's talk about that, shall we? The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over and expecting different results. That's not going to happen. Whatever we're doing now, the results that you've been doing, the results that you've been having, you're going to continue to have that, basically, if you continue to do what you're doing. Time to change it up. Yes, yes, hanged man. Let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's make it happen. Justice card says, be careful with that, obviously. Be a little bit careful with that, but, that's it. That's it indeed. All right. Yeah, what is your relationship, Cinderella, with the big bodies of water, or with big bodies? I'm just saying. Cinderella. Okay, we got past life. We got all of that. Next 2 weeks, we're going to do that. We're skipping around tonight. I did not forget about y'all. We're going to do 4 Cinderellas in a row. It's like magic up in here. It's like a magic trick, but not. Next 2 weeks. Man, be careful where we're going. Be careful where you're going. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Be really careful where you're going. If you're going to take a trip or we're going to go somewhere, be careful. Like drive a little bit more careful than you usually would. Be careful. There is sort of something hovering around there that you want to dodge. You don't want to be into the tower moment. You don't want to do that, especially in the next 2 weeks. Just be cautious about what you're doing, right? A little extra caution, a little bit of a paranoia when we're going here and there. I think it's going to do you good, right? Go to motorcycle school. I went to motorcycle school and they taught me to be paranoid about everybody on the road. And that has done me well over the years, I got to say. So yeah, motorcycle school. If you want to scare the Jesus out of you, motorcycle school will do it. But yeah, yeah, if you want to be paranoid about driving for the rest of your life, you will be damaged by motorcycle school. But yeah, 10 of Wands, right? This is not a time to take on a lot of stuff with that. Not a time to take on a lot of stuff right now. You want to dodge anybody that's sort of handing you big things. This is really a study time for you for the next 2 weeks. Focus on study. Focus on learning. What can we learn? What can we do? And be careful with sort of traveling and things like that for the next couple of weeks. So yes, it's time to study. It's time to study, learn, scan, affect, think. Time to expand our knowledge, expand our mind in the next 2 weeks. Will our health become worse or will it stay the same? By the way, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor do I know anything at all about you, nor your health. You know what I'm saying? Fam, I thank you for your donations. Been a minute. Good to see you. All right, we do have to end. We're going to do the ending soon. Anybody after film is going to be tomorrow. We're here every night. We are not taking Thursday off. We're not. Not going to happen. There is no Thursday off. So we are going to be here tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, probably taking Sunday off. Not going to lie. But we are going to be here for the rest of the week. Okay. Will my health become worse or remain the same? The star, justice. Jesus, every reading has justice. Or the Hanged Man, Justice, Hierophant, Star. It's all there. I think that you end up having issues with your feet or your legs, or ankles kind of thing, right? A little bit of a lower extremity issues with that. You kind of want to watch, I guess, what you eat as far as that goes as well. You want to be careful, right? You don't want to have anything like that. So if you have anything with the feet happen or anything with ankles, you want to go get that checked out pretty quick with that. The star, sort of the scanning, walking, moving, sort of having a foot kind of a thing here. We have feet over here. Hierophant, we just have the feet crossed over. It's almost like feet and ankles being exposed, being issues. I think that's where the main thing happens as well. You do get sort of tired. It's almost like we're more out of breath and whatnot. I think probably a little bit later in life as well. Otherwise, I think you look pretty good. You look pretty decent with that. I think those are your 2 biggest issues that you sort of run across here with. Now, we got a lot of donations. Please bear with me. I didn't forget any of you. Jocelyn, you are next. I promise you are next. All right. Well, am I pretty enough to find a caring partner? Cinderella, all you need is 2 slippers and to find a partner. You just, maybe one slipper. They find the other slipper. I don't know. 4, judgment, judgment, the tower. I think you are, but you just need to, do the things that people do that attract other people. Smile, be happy, be active, to be excited about stuff and all that other stuff. I think if you approach that at just a positive level, glass half full, kind of excited, kind of having fun, sort of casual and all that stuff, I think people appreciate that and people want to see where you're going, what you're doing and all that other stuff. So yeah, I think you are indeed attractive enough. Thumbs up for Cinderella being hot. You know, thumbs up for Cinderella being hot. I don't know you, but we're doing a thumbs up anyway. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation is about doing all the things that make you look even better. Smiling like increases your attractiveness by an insane amount. Just look at all the studies from the Psychology 101 books. Jocelyn is next. Jocelyn has some questions for us tonight. I'm training with a new healthcare plan at work. How will it go? Wonder World at Tarot will do that. It does have a nursing card or a doctor card in here. So let's see if we actually run into that. Let's see what's going on. Andrew's guitar gently weeps, it sounds like. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Andrew, you got to understand. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Judgment. We just had judgment. Okay, I got a totally different thing. We got the sun. Nice, nice. The sun. Here comes the sun. Speaking of Beatle references. Training for a new health company. How will it work out for you? I think it gives you more opportunities, definitely, with this, right? Queen of Cups. This is something that's exciting. You're like interested in it. It's not mandatory training that you're going to fall asleep. You're actually kind of excited. You're interested. You're kind of thrilled. You have a lot of good times with it. I think this is an exciting training course, a training program that you're going to have that you're really going to like. The sun says, yeah, it does open some extra doors. It does open some extra doors, and I think that's where you kind of want, right? More opportunities, more exciting things, more cool things happening. I think that's what is going to be your opportunity there. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. It's almost like it brings us to other trainings. Like this training brings us to another training, which brings us to another training. So you do have kind of a link of trainings that you have to go through here. Eight of Swords says you're not going to get everything you need out of the first training. So be sure you get documentation, right? You get the handouts, you get the PDFs, you get everything. Make sure you get those. You're going to need to review those because judgment, you're going to come back to this training. You're going to use it later. That's why you're excited about it. You're going to have fun learning it. And I think that is all. I think that is all you need in life is what I'm talking about. Now, Jocelyn also has a department position at work while I get into this new opportunity before the end of the year. That sounds fun. A nice end of the year opportunity, something that we can go forth and get done. I like it. Let's see indeed. 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Yeah, I get up at 6, you know, I get up at 6 too. So, you know, you get used to it. You get used to it. So, yeah. All right, we're going to get in the new department position to work by the end of the year. Hanged Man, every freaking reading is a Hanged Man, the Judgment, Death card, 7 of Coins. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes with this. The main prospect here that I like is the Hanged Man, which appears in every freaking reading. But yeah, the Hanged Man, I really like that. This is an opportunity. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit unusual. And I think you're kind of into it. You're like, yeah, that looks good. I like it. Let me get that done indeed. 4 of Cups, though, it's almost like that when you get there, there's somebody that doesn't want you there. So be careful, because, you know, don't assume that everybody just loves you and likes you. People asking you questions, be kind of hesitant with that stuff. 4 of Cups is somebody, they wanted their buddy in that position instead of you. All right. They wanted their buddy in that position instead of you. Death card's a nice change. You need something. You need a little bit of a change. You need something exciting, something cool, something fun with that. And 7 of Coins is good for the career. There's a lot of people that we meet, a lot of activities that we do, a lot of cool things in there. So I think that looks pretty good for you indeed. All right. We got the next question is, we're skipping all around. We just did PayPal, by the way, in case you wonder why that was going on. Good PayPal reading. Thank you again, Jocelyn, for your generous donations. Power of the P with Partner Faithful, we did that. Natural Yogi, we have not done. Who was the $2.99? Karen was $2.99. All right, let's do Karen real quick. Let me mark that done, and let's go to Karen and see, will they kick my ass out? Karen wants to know. This might hurt tarot. Probably be the most prudent tarot in the market to get done right now. Let's see. Corey Lynn, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've been trying to get up at 5 a.m., fail miserably. I've been trading stocks lately, and futures stocks, 5 a.m. is when they do all the weird stuff. They do all the weird ass stuff. Like you wake up at like 6 or 7 and like, you're like, Jesus, what happened? Like it's a train wreck. Yeah, you get it. You know, the early bird got to get up a little earlier. Will they kick me out? They don't like you. They do want to kick you out. I think they do want to evict. I think they do want to kick you out. Ace of Wands says that they know they can't. Right? Nine of Wands. They've been working on the paperwork. They've been trying. They've been thinking about it. But they know if they try, there's something. You're probably going to get sued. Or something's going to happen because it doesn't feel like that there's a lot of things they can do right now. I would say no. I would say it's difficult. Something's difficult about it. You said something that sort of indicated that, you know, there's going to be some repercussions if you do all that crap. So, you know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that. I'm just saying. Natural Yogi is always careful. Anything interesting for Natural Yogi this weekend? Let's make it happen. Natural Yogi, you can watch the stream, you know? You can watch the stream is what I'm saying. Jolia, it looks like you gotta go, Jolia. Yeah, Jolia. Jolia, in streams where you have like 500 people, that's probably okay. But in this stream, where it's nice and slow and everybody's friendly and talkative and stuff, that's not okay. You need to take notes from Mizrak, which knows how to do that, right? You come into a new stream, you say, hello, how's everybody doing? You introduce yourself, you kind of hang out, you watch, you kind of see the feel of the stream, how the reading's going, what kind of things does this fat man say, all this stuff, right? And then you free reading, you start asking, hey, when the free readings, how does it work and stuff? And then you post it, right? You don't just go and just spam. That basically indicates a couple of things immediately. Number one, it indicates that you aren't really watching the stream. Like if you were, you'd be kind of interested. Number two, you have zero interest in the stream. Like you just want to spam it, get you ready, get the hell out, right? Number three, it indicates you have just basically no patience whatsoever. Okay, the way it goes sometimes. Natural Yogi, anything interesting for me this weekend? Wheel of Fortune, no, not really. I think that you just kind of have to, just sort of a casual weekend, sort of hanging out, casual about it, not really anything big happening with it. A Nine of Swords does say you are concerned about stuff this weekend unnecessarily. So ease up on it. Don't be too concerned. Don't be freaked out about anything. Take a deep breath. You don't need to worry about anything this weekend. Things just work themselves out. Not a big problem at all. Two of Swords. Be aware that in October, some big things happen to you, especially the first week of October. So be prepared for that. If it's anything you see coming, you definitely want to prep with that. But this weekend, be like, nah, just kind of a same old up in there. What did they do? They spam the Jesus out of the chat. All right, let's see what's going on here. Natural YouTube user, let me delay to reading. The YouTube user, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, did I get the new racket I'm looking at? Do I get the new racket? Sure. I think it'll improve your tennis game. I think your tennis game will be significantly better with the racket. Ace of Swords, it says yes. Nine of Swords, go get it. Lover said this is the ultimate racket for you. Yes, it is a thumbs up indeed, is what I'm saying. Get the new racket. Don't look back. Make it happen. Introduce it to your life. Ace of Swords. Since you've been thinking about it, you need to stop thinking of it. Just go get it. Just go get it, right? The Knight of Swords. This is an action card. Diving down, grabbing that racket. That racket is going to make your game so much better. You have no idea at all. The Lovers, this could be your soulmate racket. Natural Yogi, this could be your soulmate racket right here, right now. This could be it. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for this kind of a soulmate racket? I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. But Sunshiny Day is prepared with JJ and I, Min Ways, and CI to I. Maybe. A little bit of an anime tarot over here. A little bit of an anime tarot. I think it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Where this happens. All right, we're going to see this. Anime Tarot wants Sunshiny Day to have some good interaction, have some nice connections with this individual. We got the Hermit spoiling the pot. Aeon, the rebirth, the reincarnation, Seven of Discs, and the Eight of Cups. I think you mend ways a little bit, not fully. You have a rebirth or reincarnation. You're like, sunshiny day, we need to mend ways. You're like, cool, we need to mend ways. You're right. And we're like, well, let's do this. Let's try this. The Hermit says they're not quite ready to. I think they pretend. I think they give it a shot, but they're just not quite prepared. They're just not ready to make it happen. Seven of Discs, so they're building on the things. They're making it happen. They're trying. They're giving it some effort, but then they're like, oh, geez, Eight of Cups. I got to abandon this and go my own way. So I think there's a level. I think there's a level of excitement here. I think there's a level of let's give it a shot. But ultimately, either you or they go their own way. I do think you get a third try at it if you're willing to wait. I think the third try is much better. But yeah, it looks like a little bit of a dead end. A little bit, not fully 100%, but a little bit of a dead end as far as that goes. All right, we got the Titanic. It could be the Titanic. It could be the Titanic indeed. Kids and the germs. Never know what kind of germs you're going to get from the random kids. You just don't. You got to, when they sneeze in your general direction, you got to run them the other way. Do you believe in the power of the cheese? The Ultraviolet Tarot has a very good memory of my life. I have to say that. Ultraviolet Tarot has stored many things about my life into their long-term memory. I got to say that. Okay. Man, I got a weird life, and not as weird as some people. Some people like tell me about their life, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've had a really boring life. But in my perspective, it's been fun, weird, unusual, a lot of stuff I've worked on to make it happen. But yeah, anyway, D's current feelings for me. There we go. I'm going to say the Lovers looks really good. You're getting progressively better when you ask this question. The Lovers, right? You've had Lovers in a previous reading. You have Two of Cups in a previous reading. I think it's really looking forward, really looking good indeed. I like it. Nine of Swords says, don't be too concerned about it. Let it happen when it happens. Because that thing, if you're too excited, if you're too embracing it a little too much, it doesn't really, you need change, right? We need change from what we had before. I do think that they have some good feelings. We need a little bit of alteration, a little bit of change, but we have a good connection overall. I think it looks really good. It's actually improving over time. It's what I have noticed. It's what I have noticed indeed. Crystal's in pain. Should I try to move to a safer area? Well, if you're getting mugged every day, it's time to go. It's time to pick it up and go. If you're getting, because you got somebody touching you on a bus, you end up getting like straight up mugged or something. You said, you may want to move. You may want to move. Eight of Wands says, yeah, move your ass someplace else, right? Two of Coins. It's all about decisions and choices. You're gonna pay a little more rent, a little more this, a little more that, but the safety, if you get the safety, it's going to be a little bit better for you. You don't want to get mugged. You don't want to get assaulted. You don't want to get touched when you're getting out of the bus and what have you. Eight of Wands says, get the hell out of there, right? You want to move. Maybe get another place indeed. Two of Coins, it's about balancing your choices out. So yeah, nicer place is going to be more expensive. Duh, master the obvious here. But yeah, Two of Coins, you have to balance things out. Would you rather have the safety? Would you rather have the convenience? Would you rather have the cheap place to live? What have you? I think that's going to be there. That is going to be there. Two of Swords says you do need a place you're going to be familiar with. Don't get some unknown place, right? It looked good in the reviews, and then you get there and you get mugged even more. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So yeah, the Two of Swords. Or Two of Swords you may want to carry two swords like Deadpool. I mean, you just put two swords on your back like Deadpool and roam around with that. Nobody mess with you no more. Ada, I'm very visual deck art. Was a deck art speaks to me. I go through my top decks with this. My top deck, if you're visual and you like good art, is this one right here. This one right here is the Revival Art Tarot. Is a great one in case you're interested. In case you're interested in that. Revival Art Tarot got a very pretty deck, very artistic. I do like my deck, of course, which is the link in the description. If you like this style, I think this is a good deck as well. This is my deck. It's called the Waterfall Crystal Tarot. I worked hard on it. It's watercolors, and it looks pretty cool. It's got some nice graphic, got some nice paintings. I hand painted all of this stuff. This is only 19 bucks. This is like 60 bucks. I like that. For art, I think most people, like 90% of the world, like the Mons Tarot, which has some good fun art, kind of, you know, children type fun art, very casual deck as well. I would recommend those. If that, again, but there are thousands of decks available for you. What I would do, I'd go to my channel and I would look through my deck reviews. There's a playlist called Tarot and Oracle Reviews, and it has probably 300 decks on it. So you can kind of look through those. I also have 4K flip throughs if you want to just a flip through on it. Look at that and choose wisely indeed. So there you go. Am I breaking generational curses? Man, there's a lot of people that are cursed tonight. You know, we're going to use, by the way, YouTube user, thank you so much for letting me read your two readings tomorrow. YouTube user is first on the list tomorrow. We got 2 exciting reads for the YouTube user. All right, let's go with a Poe here, and we are out of here for the evening. Am I breaking generational curses? If we're going to break a curse, we're going to use the Poe. Yes, I do think you are. Now, the first thing you're running away from the curses. You're running away from those, because I don't think that you really want to be involved with those at all. We're running away, we're escaping, so I do think you are breaking the pattern. All of that other stuff, I think that's important. This is something to where you are basically getting counseling, or you're getting help in getting these things done as well. So I like it overall. 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. You're making a new home. You're making a new family. I think that's going to be good, right? That is going to be good indeed. So there, yeah, 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family with the breaking of the curses, making a better place for tomorrow. That is going to be good indeed. Ultraviolet says Crystal and Pain. I mean, that could be it. Crystal and Paint. Maybe you want to rename. Anyway, all right, and that is it for me. Absolute joy being with y'all here tonight. Happy hump day. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your Wednesday night. We will see you tomorrow.